dark though, man. What up, Alan? Now you haven't missed anything, Alan. We just getting started. We got 50 people in here. Let me see what them likes is at. We should have at least 35 likes. Okay, we at 37. All right, cool. Just make sure you hit that like when you come here. These episodes be so damn dark. I can't function, bro. All right. So as far as Lulu goes, so I'm not watching this off of Stars. I know I gotta ask y'all again. Are these episodes extremely dark to y'all? Like they don't ever have any lights on or anything? Cause I'm watching it from a shout out to Stars, but Stars ain't over here, so I gotta figure out a way to watch it. I mean, but it just the episodes are so damn dark. And I'll be watching it on my phone, like I'll be watching it on my phone at work, and I'm squinting, like, man, what the hell is going on? All I see is a black screen, and I'm just like, all right, I can hear them talking, but I don't know what the hell is going on. All right. So we got Lulu at the crib, and Lulu's back to being on his bullshit. And what I mean by that is, remember last week, Lulu ended up getting jammed up. Lulu getting jammed up, was it his fault? Some will say yes. Will I say it's his fault? Yeah, but sometimes, like, every now and then we do get to a point where it's like sometimes we just overdo it. Now, if you guys only seen me inebriated one time on these lives, now y'all say I was gone. I felt like I was in the zone. I took a little nap. We continued to go. I woke up. Y'all were telling me to turn off the live. I turned off the live. I went upstairs. Well, I just went to the couch, played the game a little bit. I was, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then you get toe up. But see, me, I was celebrating. When I get toe up like that, it's because I'm celebrating something. I was just happy that you guys were supporting me. And I finally got a live that I could actually do. Well, Lulu, on the other hand, he's drinking. How can I ease the pain? He was drinking to ease the pain. Now you look around his house, he got a 40 here. He got a beer bottle here. He got one of them old Miller Lights. This is a Miller Lite draft that he got. And then it looked like he pouring up a little something, something. He pouring up a little something, something. You know, I had to wear my medallion because they wear their medallions. I gotta wear my, I gotta wear my medallion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this replaced. I'm gonna buy another one too when I go back to Spain. 24 karat gold, man. This is the first time I ever had anything 24 karat gold. The necklace is 14. The grill, 14. It's like 0.9 carats in the ear. You know what I mean? I ain't rich or nothing. I just piece it together. But I said Lulu got his piece on. I gotta wear my piece. But Lulu is apologizing to Marvin about not showing up to Jukebox's audition. Now, the reason he didn't show up to Jukebox audition is because they told me in New York, I tried to read up on it. Going to the drunk tank isn't getting arrested. I'm assuming getting in the drunk tank in New York is just they hold you overnight and you don't get any punishment from it. Like when you go to the drunk tank in New York, you don't get anything like a fine or anything. They just send you there. Because I'm still trying to figure that part out. Oh no, I got a diamond pinky ring. I got a diamond pinky ring, but I spent 600 on it. I got a diamond pinky ring. I spent 600. I don't even wear it no more, but 128,000. Hell no, no. My YouTube checks ain't like that, y'all. I got my YouTube check today. I was like, okay, we kind of getting back to where we were, but we still a little lower. So I was like, man, I might have to do a 10-hour live tonight to try to get that money back because you make more money off the live shows than you do off your regular videos. But I was like, man, I don't know. But Lulu is apologizing because he didn't show up. Nicole said the drunk tank is just to sleep it off. And Alan said, from my understanding, you sleep it off. So you can get drunk and they give you free housing? Man, if I was homeless, nigga, I'd be in the drunk tank every single night. Man, if I was homeless, I'd be told, oh, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why the homeless, they have signs that say, hey, give me money for liquor. give me money for drugs. Because if you're getting drunk, they take you to the drunk tank. At least you got heat. You get you get to lay down. They're gonna give you breakfast when you get up. The drunk tank don't sound that bad this time of the year. It's Christmas too. Imagine it's raining outside. Like over here in Germany, one thing about Germany, I know we going off topic, but we on the clock with Lulu. But Lulu doesn't have that big of a part, so we cool. We gonna make this 30 minutes. In Germany, being homeless is an option. Over here, the country takes care of the homeless. So if you see somebody that's homeless, they're either illegal or they choose to be homeless, or they don't want to be found, because the government, they have certain funds that are out here for homeless people because they don't want homeless people on the streets. But if I was in New York, man, I'd be right in front of the police station, a bottle of Remy. Well, I'm not spending, if I'm homeless, I'm not spending money on no Remy. That bottle I got is $60. Now, you give me a bottle of E&J, that brandy. Hey, y'all arrest me, please. Ivana said I should do a live review on the Set It Off. Shout out to my girl Struggle Reviews. If y'all want me to do movies, hey, we're gonna have to pay to do movies. Like for real, for real. I got, like, if I'm gonna do a movie, just a random movie, y'all gotta put together like $100 for me, because that'll just be like a random day. Now I'll do some movies on my own, but we'll get to that. Right now, we're supposed to be talking about Lulu. We kind of talking about Lulu in the drunk tank, and I'm just trying to relate it to what's going on in the real world. Now it's getting hot as hell in here because I got a long sleeve on. But the reason I got a long sleeve on is because I have to go outside of my house and walk across my little, I don't even know what you would call it, man. But this Remy is starting to kick in, and I'm starting to feel good, though. You know what I mean? That's probably why a nigga hot. But Lulu is apologizing for not showing up to Jukebox's audition. Now, he did have the mix and master version of like, y'all. So when I was 16, 17, the first drink I started drinking was E&J, because you could go to the liquor store and buy E&J. Now, if you bought Hennessy, you needed an ID. Now, I'm not going to say what store I used to go to, but yeah. So the first time I was drinking was like 16, 17. We would go put our money together and buy a bottle of E&J. Remember, like a 50 E&J back in 99, well, not 99, but like 2001, 2002 was only $12. Between the four of us, if you can't come up with $3 for some swishers, and then yeah. So we talking about Lulu, man. We talking about Lulu. But back in 2001, 2002, when the crew got together, if you had $5 a piece, $5 amongst 20 people, you can get you a dime bag, $2 on the swishers. You didn't even need the whole $2, but you just needed it because it'd be like come up to like like $1.30 for 2 packs of swishers. And then you get a bottle of E&J for the 12. You see what I'm saying? We got $20 now. Hey, so we get us a bottle of E&J, 2 packs of swishers, and a little dime bag between 4 niggas. Shit, that $20 went a long way. Nowadays, that $20, man, you can't even get a gallon of gas for now, man. Thanks to Donald Trump. But anyway, Lulu is apologizing, and Lulu's been drinking, and just like me. So I don't want to say that the liquor is playing a role on Lulu, because Lulu understands what the hell is going on. He's supposed to be making this right for Jukebox. In Marvin, we started to see a change in Marvin's character. Marvin is like, look, and I want to tell all of y'all this too, especially the ones that have children in here. If you make a promise to a child, keep that promise. My great nephew will be 1 year old next month. My great nephew. Y'all, I got a great nephew. That means my nephew had kids before I had kids. I raised my nephew. I remember my nephew was born. Me and my brother were playing around in the lobby, waiting on my sister to deliver my second nephew. And he got a kid. His kid about to be 1 year old. They gonna be mad. When I have a kid, my kid gonna be 1 year old. My nephew gonna be like 26, 27 years old. They gotta call my kid Unc. It's gonna be bad. No, they're gonna call him cousin. Some shit like that. I don't even know where we at because his Remy is starting to kick in. But Lulu is upset because one thing about me, I told you guys my sister passed, and yesterday was her birthday. One thing I always told my sisters, I was always gonna make sure my nephews were straight. So I raised my nephews. Their fathers, they were in their lives, but they weren't in their lives, if that makes sense. So I was always there helping to raise them. And I know exactly what Lulu was going through when he said he would never want to hurt his niece. Like I do got a niece now. I got two nieces now, two nieces and a young nephew from my other sister. But I understood what he was saying. And I was like, man, you know what? That's kind of how I'm living, man. I got an older brother. I got two older sisters. So I'm kind of like Lulu. I got a younger brother, so I'm not the baby. I got a younger brother, but I'm the fourth kid of five. So when Lulu was saying that, I was like, man, I feel you, Lou. All I want, my nephews can call me right now. Hey, I need some money. I'm gonna ask them what that money for, but I'm gonna send them that money. No questions. Well, it's gonna be questions asked, but I'm gonna send them that money because I look at them like, hey, man, these are my sister's kids. I gotta make sure, even if they adults, I gotta make sure they good. But fortunately for both of them, they did a pretty good job with their life. You know what I mean? So I understood where Lulu was coming from. I understood that. And Marvin is trying to tell him, because I ain't got no kids, so I don't understand where Marvin was coming from, but I can just assume that having kids, you're looking at it like, hey, bro, if you tell your kids there's a Santa Claus and you don't show up with no gifts, is there really a Santa Claus or are you just a lying ass nigga? Just a lying ass nigga. So Marvin is saying, hey, do the right thing. And Lulu was saying, I'm trying to. I apologize. I got drunk, man, but are you free tonight? Because I would never want to hurt Jukebox. So you can see that pain, that passion that Lulu has. And the connection, brothers, this is what I always tell y'all I like to see. I never like seeing brothers clash. That's why I didn't like Jannard so much, because Diamond was looking out for him. But now we see the Ronnie and Unique dynamic. It's a complete 180 from Marvin and Lulu. Even though these two, me and my brother fought when I first got out the military, I was going through depression. I thought my brother had my PlayStation controller, but it was his PlayStation controller. We ended up squabbling. But then the same next day, that very next day, we got up like nothing happened. Like, oh, well, fuck it. Keep it moving. So I understood where Lulu was coming from because his passion is music. He wants to make sure that Jukebox has the best opportunity because he doesn't have kids. I ain't got kids. So I'm like, man, let me make sure my nephews are good. My great nephew, they call me right now. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jay? What's up? Oh, we need to get this and this. Say less. Say less. My nephew's staying in one of my houses. He's staying with him, his old lady, my great nephew. They staying in one of my houses. What you need? Don't worry about it. Just go into the account. I got some bread in there. You need it fixed. Get it done. You always making sure that your nieces and nephews are good. Now, I've seen some nieces and nephews don't want to do that, but this is different. I'm trying to relate this to Lulu so you guys will understand what the fuck Mo is talking about. I ain't got no kids. If you ain't got no kids, but you got nieces and nephews, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat. I used to raise them, man. I used to go to work 8-hour shift, get off work because my sister was working 2 jobs, get off of my shift, go watch these two heathens all night. I'd get off work at 4:30, go to my sister's house at 5 o'clock, and these niggas is just acting like the Thornberries, the kids, the little wild Thornberry kids. Oh, what's that little kid that couldn't talk? They used to act like that. I used to work an 8-hour shift. These ain't my kids. I'm like, y'all don't sit y'all ass down. But I had to be active because there was a swimming pool over there. My youngest nephew, the one that had the kid, he would try to get in the pool all the time. I remember one time they called me from the daycare. They called me from the daycare because I get off at 5, but I wouldn't go pick him up till like 6 o'clock, right before the daycare closed. They called me and said, hey, Mr. Mo. I said, yeah, who is this? They said, this is the daycare. I said, what's going on? You need to get up here and get your nephew. I said, what the hell's going on? He tried to climb the fence. It's a 10-foot fence, man. My nephew went 8 feet up the fence. He was like 6 years, no, not 6. He was like 5 years old. I'm like, nigga, why? Why are you doing this? And then from that point, I was 18, 19 years old. I said, I ain't having no fucking kids, man. These niggas is animals. These niggas is animals. They used to call me, hey, your nephew got suspended. I'm like, nigga, call their mama, nigga. What you want me to do? And nigga, I just got off work, nigga. I'm at work. Hey, I'm at work right now. They not my kids, nigga. I can't come up there and get them from the school. Y'all gonna have to hold them till school gets out. I'm at work. I'm not their guardian, nigga. I'm on the list of pickups, nigga. I'm not on the list of discipline. They calling my phone, so I understand where Lulu is coming from. Man, dog, I know we on the clock right now. Nigga, my nephew got suspended from school because this nigga had a blue pen and wrote Crip for life on his arm, bruh. He wrote Crip for life on his arm, nigga. The nigga was like 7 years old, man. Dog, y'all don't understand what the fuck I dealt with growing up, man. I'm watching my nephews and shit. Nah, he ain't no Crip no more. He ain't no Crip no more. Nah, man. Y'all, hey. Hey, y'all think I'm playing, man. Like, all these shits be true stories. Well, we'll continue on. We'll continue on, but I'm just trying to relate the show to what the hell be going on in real life, man. So Marvin is over here and he's talking to his brother. No matter what goes on, even with my brother, it's like, all right, if you got a problem, let me know. If not, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it happen. But Marvin shows up and Lou's like, all right, man, my bad. I apologize for that. But hey, if you're free tonight, I got to show you something in Manhattan. Can I show you something in Manhattan? And Marvin's like, all right, bet. I'll do that. But as he's walking off, sometimes, well, not at this age, not at this age, but sometimes you just be in, what up, Candy? Sometimes you just be in the mode and it's like you running around, you excited. So he got a little musty, a little more than musty, but he didn't take a shower. The thing about Lulu right here, this is where me and Lulu were a little bit different. Now I understand getting locked up. We've all been locked up. Put a 6 in the chat if you've been locked up before. We've all been locked up before. I told y'all I got jammed up overseas, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing, when I woke up that next morning, nigga, I thought I was gonna be on locked up abroad. Luckily, they let me go like 3 days later. But that's why I tell y'all, don't get locked up in Amsterdam. Don't get locked up in Amsterdam. But we all been locked up before. But the first thing you do when you get locked up, you go home and take a shower. You go home, you take a shower. You don't go home and put on fresh clothes. This nigga Lulu went home and put on fresh clothes. He's like, let me show you something in Manhattan. Marvin said, all right, bet. Let's go to Manhattan. Wait, whoa, nigga. We not going to Manhattan and you smelling like goddamn. What's the, no disrespect to New York. I'm asking people from New York. What's the worst borough? What borough has the biggest rats? Not like rats in Raquel Thomas, but biggest rats like in Pest. Okay, see Nicole Joseph, Miss Queen. Yeah, you've been locked up before. The first thing I did when I got out of Amsterdam jail wasn't take a shower. I had to go get a train ride 6 hours from Amsterdam to Germany. So I had to figure that out. Once I got home, I didn't even get to take a shower then. I took my funky ass to work. I went to work because it was during Christmas week. Well, it was actually New Year's. So I partied for New Year's. And then about 2 o'clock in the morning after New Year's, going into 2014, is when they caught your boy. So I ended up getting out. That was the first. I ended up getting out on the Was it the third? It was either the third or the fourth. I ended up getting out. Took a 6-hour train ride back to Germany, and then I had to because you get a week off, so I had to go check in to work. So I went to work smelling like ass, potatoes, a slice of bread with one piece of cheese on it. I don't even drink milk, but they gave me milk. They gave me so they only give you bread with a slice of cheese, and it's not like American or cheddar cheese. It's just whatever the fuck cheese they got. Some like light white cheese or some shit. So I ate that shit for 3 days, or 2 days, whatever the fuck it was. So I didn't get to take a shower. My first thing wasn't take a shower, but when I got home, I was scrubbing off like Ace Ventura after he kissed motherfucking Ray Finkle. That's how I was showering. I was like, ugh. Ugh. The Bronx. Well, Lulu got out of jail smelling like the Bronx. No disrespect, y'all. That's just what they saying. I ain't from New York. I don't want no problems. But they said Lulu got out of the drunk tank smelling like the Bronx. Now I used to watch The Bronx Tale, and Bronx Tale was a good movie. So he's like, all right, bet we can go up to Manhattan. Let me see. So after they go there from Manhattan, like I said, man, these damn pictures are so damn dark. I can't. Extra large balls. They go to Manhattan from. All right, here we go. Tamika said, "Don't put that on the Bronx." See, I don't know. I don't want no issues. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Which borough, like? Now, if you would ask me Kansas City and Kansas City, Kansas, I'm gonna say them funky niggas from Kansas City, Kansas. Shout out to Kansas City, Kansas, because Kansas side got the better looking girls, but Kansas side also got the jackers. Like, so it's Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas City, Kansas, they stun a little bit more because the cost of living across the border is a little bit lower, so they get shit a little bit cheaper than us. But we got like the gangsters on the Missouri side, but they got the jackers on the Kansas side, but they also got the girls on the Kansas side. Missouri got some girls too, but they gangster. So it's kind of weird how that is. And the border is like right there. So you just cross back and forth every day. I love Kansas City, but man, like I told y'all, man, my sister saved my life back in 03, 04. Like 03, yeah, 03 to about 07. No, 03 to about 09. Like those are my prime years, you know, like 17 up to like 24. Niggas was beefing with everybody back then. Like it ain't no red or blue. I mean, we had, you know what I'm saying, Crips and Bloods and shit, but more went by like the streets and shit. And like it was just different back then. So that's why I always say my sister saved my life, because you know, there may or may not be money on my head back in 2006. There may or may not be money on my head back in 2006. I can't confirm or deny. All I know is niggas wasn't about to touch your boy Mo. I moved to the A, nigga. Shout out to my sister Tanika, man. Shout out to Tanika. She would have been, what am I, 38? She would have been 49 this year. There may or may not be money on my head, but hey, I survived, y'all. Marvin goes with Lulu up to the bar. They go to Shirley's bar. And we're starting to get that history. Remember, E-Train. Who's E-Train? Someone tell me who E-Train is. Someone tell me who E-Train is. If y'all so intelligent, who is E-Train? Who is the living legend? Well, not living legend, but who is the legend E-Train? There you go, Elijah Thomas. Remember, Raquel Raquel, I mean, my bad. Did I say Raquel? That must be the Remy. I'm tripping. My bad. I apologize for that, Rock. But Lulu did say fuck Rock, and we on Lulu's story. So we're gonna have to wrap this up because we only got like 6 minutes left. Pause. Well, Shirley is telling them, I know about all of the music. I'm doing everything. Marvin is so business savvy. Marvin said, I heard Lulu talking about we could put some money into this. Shout out to my dog OT. You know, my brother got our LLC going. We about to get us our first box truck the beginning of January. You know what I mean? If you guys are in here as a veteran, you know what I'm saying? Give me a minute. I'm gonna put together some stuff because I met a gentleman over here. They got a new tax code that they got. So if it's you and multiple veterans, y'all can put y'all disability together, use your VA home loans, and you can put those together and actually get a business. So I'm about to try to buy me an apartment complex. I'm also trying to buy this place here. I know they're gonna probably hit me over the head for about 400, but hey, I'm always thinking of ways how I can make some extra money. I rent this place out and I could turn this into a whole room and just move my studio into one of the other rooms over there. But that's neither here or there because right now we're talking about the business that Lulu and Marvin are about to do with Shirley. Now, Shirley knows their daddy. Their daddy used to be a goddamn jazz player. Marvin is saying, hey, I heard Lulu said we're going to invest some money and turn this motherfucker out. We're going to turn that mother out. And Lulu was like, yeah, let's do that. But Lulu ain't got the money. So Marvin says, you know what? I'll put the money behind it. We know that Marvin is selling drugs up in Manhattan. Manhattan is the ritzy place. Manhattan is where, you know, Braden Weston's family, that's where they dwell at. Now, he's saying, I'll put the money behind it. We'll turn this place out. We'll get some lights in here because it's kind of dark in here. Now, when I go out, I don't mind a little dark environment, but I need a little bit of light so I can see what I'm trying to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to talk to a 4 or a 5 because I got a thing called like a 7 scale. That 7 is the lowest I can go. Now, I didn't talk to real worlds like, well, you know, a real world, we got a Rihanna back in the day was like a 10, but that ain't a real world 10. That's a celebrity 10. So, but a celebrity 10 is like a real world 8 in the real world. You know what I mean? Well, there was one time I was in London, this short haired girl. I think I told y'all that story. This is probably the most attractive woman I've ever talked to. That was the only time I've ever been speechless. I told her friend straight up because she said, oh, where's your phone? I never saved her number right. And that's one woman that man, if I'd have got her number, y'all, I wouldn't be on this right now. I'd be a family man, 3, 4 kids right now. But I didn't save her number right. I was talking to her, everything went good. She said, where's your phone? I gave her my phone. I was like, I turned to her friend and said, hey man, I ain't expect her to ask for my number. Didn't save the number right. I missed out on something special. And then I ended up getting married to somebody else, and that was the wrong person because the love of my life, I missed out on it. But Lulu ain't missing out on this opportunity here. He told Marvin straight up, Marvin, I don't want you to sell no drugs here. Let the club be. Let the club be. And what I'm saying about me and my potential relationship that could have happened, that could have blossomed into something beautiful, that didn't because I dropped the ball. Lulu said, this time I'm not dropping the ball. Raquel has already taken everything from me. She's taken everything from me, Marvin. Please give me the opportunity to make this shit legit. Let me discover artists. Let's make money off the door. Let's make money off the drinks. Let's make it happen. Now, Eminem told us you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow because opportunity only comes once in a lifetime. And all I'm telling y'all is, I understand Lulu's story. We fucked up. I used to be a knucklehead. I was an idiot. I was dumb. I was in the streets. I was doing silly shit. I'm not going to let this opportunity slip. And that's what Lulu is saying. Now, Lulu's story, it isn't that complex. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. But what he's trying to do is find his way and get his footing in order to make a living and make something of himself. Now, I know we've been talking about Lulu's crying. Why is he crying? Why is he crying? Why is Lulu acting like this? He don't know no better, y'all. He don't know no better. He was the baby of all this. Remember, they just joked around about their mama being cold-hearted. How could you be so heartless? How could you be so heartless? Yeah, I was married. I was married for 4 years. You know, hey, no disrespect, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my ex, you know what I'm saying? She cool as fuck. She hit me up a couple of days ago, asked me how the move went. Yeah, I ain't got nothing bad against her, you know what I'm saying? Shit. The divorce went good. I ain't know shit. Woo! But yeah, you know, I got married once, so yeah, I know what that life is like. But you know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody to ever get married, but shit, would I do it again? Hell no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. I said hell to the no. But that's Lulu's story. What do you guys think? Is this going to actually be an opportunity that's going to work out for Lulu when it comes to tonight's sponsor is High Noon Sun Sips, vodka and soda, pineapple, real juice. Please drink responsibly. 1 drink per hour. If you are in Germany, that means you could drink it like 16 or 17, one of them. But in the States, man, drink responsibly. What do you guys think about Lulu? I said I was gonna tell y'all more about my ex-wife. Well, I'm not gonna bash her. I'm not gonna bash her. She cool people. Like, I'm still cool with her pops. Uh, it just didn't work, you know.